So I decided the easiest way for you to learn how to weave would just be to create your own cardboard loom. So what you're going to need is a rectangular piece of cardboard, a ruler, scissors, 2 colors of yarn, and something to write with. Hi! Okay, so once you have all of your materials for this weaving project, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your rectangle of cardboard, your ruler, and your thing to write with, and you're just going to measure along the width of your cardboard. Sorry, it's bright here. Just measure 1 centimeter apart and make a little mark at each centimeter, and do it on the other side as well. Just take your scissors and make a little cut wherever you put your mark. So in the end it's going to look like these little teeth. Once you have your little slats cut, you're going to measure out a piece of yarn. I'd say like maybe 5 arms lengths or something, maybe 4. And then cut your yarn off. So I just measured like 4 arms widths worth of yarn. And then you're going to take it and tie a knot at one end. You can tie it a few times to make sure the knot is nice and big. Okay. Once you've tied your knot, you're going to insert the piece of thread with the knot in the back right through this first little slot that you made, and pull your thread so that the knot catches on the back. So you bring your yarn down and you put it through the corresponding slot on the bottom of your loom, and then you take it around and you loop it over the next one, and you bring it back to the top, and then you loop it around back, bring it to the bottom, loop it around back, bring it to the top, loop it around, bring it down. Okay, once you've reached the end of your loom and you've got to the last one, you can just kind of leave it hanging off. I'm gonna cut the extra off here. It should be pretty secure in there. Now we are ready to start weaving. So take the other color of thread, or yarn rather, and just measure out like the same that you did before, just 4 arms widths of yarn. Once you have your other color of yarn measured out, now we're going to start the fun part. So weaving is very simple. This is just like the basic weave. So you're going to start out by going over your first thread, and then under your next, and then over, and then under, and you just keep going over and under your threads until you reach the end. Okay, once you reach the end, you just kind of push your yarn down to the bottom, and then you're going to take from the long end again and go around on the other side. So now we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. So our first round we went over the first one, now we need to go under. And this is important because this is what locks in your yarn on the side to make your fabric. So we went under and then we go over and then we go under and then we go over and under. So you can see we're doing the opposite of what we did on the first round, and you do this all the way to the end. And once you get to the end on this round, you're going to pull your thread all the way through. And once you get towards the end, you can pull it, but don't pull it too tight. You can leave it kind of loose there and push it down to meet your first thread. Now we're going to go back and do that again from the side that we ended on. So we ended with an over and now we start with an under. Over, under. And then you do this all the way to the end, so you probably understand how this is going to work from here on out. You're just going to keep doing this over under pattern until you've built up a piece of fabric. So I've reached the end, so now I'm pulling all the way through. Push it down. Super easy. I'm going to keep working on mine so that I can just show you what it's going to look like in the end. Okay, so I just kept weaving on this piece of cardboard and putting in some other color here just to break it up a little bit, but this is it. By just doing that simple technique, you created your own fabric. So if you decide that you like weaving and you want to get a larger loom, you can buy one online or you can make your own. I made this loom with just 4 different size dowel rods that I got from a craft store, and I just put them together with these little thingies that you nail in, and then I spaced out these nails to put my warp threads on. So really easy construction of just a basic wooden frame, and this is a weaving I'm working on this right now. Yeah, it's super simple, so I hope you liked this video and I hope it was helpful for you, and I hope you like weaving. Thank you. Bye.